I've been using this Bosch Easy Pump for 2 or 3 months now, so I just want to take you through what's included, what's not included, how to use it, some of the pros and some of the cons. So first off, what's included in the unit? Well, obviously you get the main unit. This has got an integral battery in it. It's not a replaceable battery, but it is rechargeable. Stored in the handle there is the accessories, the adapters for bike tyres, for footballs and for rubber rings or inflatables. So that's really useful, having that little storage there. The hose clips away at the back there. That's your standard connector for your car tyres. Recharging is via the supplied USB-C cable. I've got another one, so I use that. What's not included is a power adapter for it, so you have to use a standard USB charger that you'll get with your phone and stuff. There is a carry bag supplied. This is a soft bag. Personally, I would much prefer a hard case because I think it protects the tool better, but can understand the reduction in plastic just by using a bag. So first off, I'm going to show you how to use it on car tyres. So first thing to do is set it up. So the red button turns the unit on but doesn't start the pump. Up here at the top you've got a unit selector, so PSI, kilopascals or bar. This particular tyre that we've got is a 2 bar it needs, so you can adjust the preset here up or down, and so you get the right preset. Once you've got that, the start button here activates the pump. So we'll just go and connect it up to the car, and then I'll show you it's in operation. To connect it up, obviously you need to take your old valve off. The brass side of it just screws in. There's a little puff of air as it leaks through. Then turn the unit on. It's remembered the preset that we had just set up previously. Once that's in and sealed, it's showing down here that we're actually at 1.75, so the tyres need a little bit more air. Press the start button and it's away. Okay, it's coming up from 1.75, it's now at 1.9, 1.95. And at 2 bars it'll stop. Okay, so it's done that. Now this is a little bit slower than the battery powered ones that run off the car battery, but the advantage is that it's got an auto stop on it, so actually you can just set it, let it run, don't worry about it, and it'll cut itself out. Okay, to remove it you just need to unscrew your brass part fairly quick, as it leaves a puff of air as it goes, and that's all done. So, you know, one of the nice advantages about this is, with it having a digital display on it, it's a lot more accurate than your analog displays, and it's also a lot more repeatable, so your tyres are all at the same pressure once you've pumped them up. Okay. In terms of capacity, I found this is actually perfectly adequate to top up 8 car tyres, or from flat to bike tyres, which obviously go to quite high pressures, so we'll do those in a little bit. I certainly wouldn't like to be pumping up 4 car tyres from flat, so There is a limit to the capacity in the battery. Good tip from myself would be, as soon as you've used it, put it back on charge, top the battery up, and then it becomes a really useful little tool that it's there ready for when you need it. So just keep it topped up every time you've used it, and it's actually perfectly adequate and will do most jobs that you need it to do. This is one of the Presta bike tyres. The actual tyre is from an old bike, so it's absolutely flat at the moment. The first hint I would give you though is, if you've got tyres that are partially inflated, just make sure you press the top down to release a little bit of air and free the valve up before you start. So the first thing that we need to do is to attach the adapter. That just screws over the top. It has a rubber sealing ring on it, so once that's in tight, it seals it well, and then we can attach the Easy Pump to it. This time I'm going to pump up to 70 psi, so that's all preset, and away it goes. So up to 10, 12, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. So that's actually made really quick work of pumping a tyre up from absolute dead flat up to 70 psi. So it's really good, quick. It's not too noisy in actual fact, so it's a really great addition for bike tyres. To take it off, you unscrew it, and my next hint or things to watch is when you take the adapter off, just make sure you don't unscrew the inner valve core of the Presta valves, because it's got that sealing ring on it. It tends to catch it quite tight, so it can actually undo the valve mechanism on your Presta valve. So just make sure that one is done up tight, or else you'll find your bike tyre will be going flat again. That concludes my review of the Bosch Easy Pump. In general, I found it a really useful tool. It's great just to keep it charged up all the time, so that it's ready for when you need it. It's got enough power in it for it to be useful, and it certainly is enough for topping up your car tyres, for pumping up bike tyres, for things like that. I'm not sure I'd like to try and get it to pump up something like a kayak. I think that would be too much for it. Also, you know, sort of pumping up 4 car tyres from flat, it just doesn't have the capacity for that. Having all the adapters stored in the handle is really useful. Having the different units of measure at the top is great. There's one little other feature which I'm not sure if you can see it, but if you press and hold this part there, it's actually got a torch light on it as well, so that if you're actually out at night trying to pump your car tyres up, you've got a built-in torch for that as well. So generally it's been well thought out. again, personally I would have preferred a hard case, but apart from that, I think it's a great little device, in addition to any toolbox or to put in the boot of your car. Okay, as always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.